I'll use a small one. I'll let you look at all the big ones. And I'll just start this here. And here you can look at this too, because I won't need this for a minute. You can pass one of these palettes around so you can see these too. So hopefully this will be a little tutorial on doing a little variety of some special effects makeup. This was used on almost all the pirates that we did on Pirates of the Caribbean. It just really gave them a really rugged look, so that's why we continued to use it. On Geoffrey Rush, I used it because I wanted to make him look a little bit older as well as a little bit more rugged. So what I'm going to do first is, I think these could go away. Anyway, in order to get your little, and I'll hold it up against me so you can see it. I have a real little scar here. It's the smallest one I brought anyway. And so what you do is you put Prozade on this side to make it sticky again and adhere to it. And then you put that white paper on it, which has that little bit of release on it. And what happens then is, at that point, now this scar is stuck to that white paper. You're going to peel the cellophane off the back, which also has a release on it. And then I'm going to place this on the face. I'm going to wet that paper, and that paper is going to come off, and this scar will now be on his face. But I have to wait for the paper. Aha. And I have several sheets of this, so I'm going to pass this around so you can see it. There's a couple of sheets you can start at both ends. Now, if you'll notice, this paper is shiny on one side and not shiny on the other. The one that has the shiny surface is the one that has the little bit of a release on it, which helps you sort of, here, there we go. So we want to make sure that all that whole scar gets encased in that Prozade. And then we're going to dry it. Prozade is a type of adhesive that only works once it's dried. If you stick this stuff down to somebody and it's still wet in a position, it's going to stay wet throughout the day. So you have to make sure that the Prozade is completely dry before you adhere it to anybody's face. Let's blow this way. Now I'm going to take this piece of paper. There's your flat side, shiny side. I'm going to take the shiny side, I'm going to stick it down like this. You want to press it down really hard. Okay, now, because I'm going to put a beard on him, I've got to find a place on his face where this is going to show, so I decided to put it right across his nose. Actually, you know what? I think I'll put it through his eye. More better. And now we're going to take something wet. I'll use a powder puff. Oh, no, actually, I'll use one of these things. Where are they? Aha. It doesn't have to be dripping wet. It just has to be wet enough so that it imparts water and releases this paper. Okay. Probably going to have to finesse that into his eyebrow, but that's cool. Okay, now we'll do the same with the other piece, and I'll just miss his eye, and we'll go right down onto his cheek with this piece. Oh, drippy, sorry. Stick. This is not working so good in his eyebrows, so I'm going to take, uh-oh, I got stuck. He's pretty young. It might be hard to get like wrinkles on him. That's good. It's done. As soon as it becomes clear, it's done. And you can kind of smush this so that it gets a little bit more wrinkly looking. Let me see over here. I see nothing. Too young. We're going to put another coat on there. It's better if you get somebody that's about 30 years old or 40 years old and you try to make them look 60, because if they're 20 and you're trying to make them look 50, you might have a lot of problems. But thank God we just want to give him some rugged skin, so we're okay. And I'm not going to go down any further than his beard line because we're going to be putting a beard on him. Nothing. Ay, ay, ay. Wow, I flunked on that one. On the skin. And I think I'm done now. Thank you very much. Well, it did give him a little bit of texture here. Not much, but a little something, something. I think they make this ager in a lot of different formats. This one is B, which is like the regular age stipple that you would use to use on somebody who has a little bit of, loss of elasticity in their skin. They also make a C, which is used for the hands. And then they make one called Crusty. So we use that quite a bit as well. I'm probably going to start off with a little bit of cedar brown and midnight brown. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these brushes, and this is my large powder brush, and I'm going to dip it into some of the alcohol, and I'm going to just actually splatter this on his face to give him a lot of texture first. And I'm going to do that with those two colors.